Hello, viewers of the national television. Welcome to this English news edition. Fabian Yonizige. Here are top stories. Burundians are urged to be banned of anything that could divide them to avoid violence that could lead to mass crimes. This is a call from Jean Dodier Mutabazi, President of the National Observatory for the Prevention and the Eradication of Genocide, War Crimes, and Crimes Against Humanity. The Burundian and the foreign cyclists visited the Gishola tourist site in Gitega province this Friday. Matthias Mandelakiza, Director of Sports at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, said that sports contributes to promoting national culture on the international stage. Welcome once more. Those are headline details now. At the invitation of Make Foundation, the First Lady of Burundi and the Ambassador of Make Foundation, Angelina Ishimiye, through this Sunday to the Republic of Gambia to take part in the 12th edition of Annual Conference of Make Africa Asia Human Rights, scheduled for October next week in Banjul. All authorities are called upon to ensure fair and impartial management of the populations under their control. This was stated this Saturday by the President of the Inhuararumuri Association on the occasion of the closing of the passage of the touch piece through the communes of Muramvya and the Kiganda before being transported to the province of Bujumbura. Evariste Nyohuru.
It is at the junction of two communes of Gitega and Kiganda that the authorities of Kiganda commune have received the peace and torch from Bugendana commune in the morning of this Sunday. Among the authorities present were the Minister of Civil Service. After reception, the peace torch has lighted the pavement activities of two classrooms for Rutega Malisi extension located at Gasangi Kota. The peace torch went straight at Muramvya, where it was received at the border between Kiganda and the Muramvya communes. It has then enlightened the pavement of classrooms at the fundamental school of Muramvya 2, located at Muramvya. As in other communes, leaders took that opportunity to touch the peace torch as a sign of their engagement to a good example for citizens by serving with integrity. The Civil Service Minister has invited the administrators and the population to work fastidly for development, for reaching the vision 2040 as emergent and 2060 as developed. Note that it is in Muramvya commune that the peace torch has ended the East tour in all communes of Gitega, and after it went straight back to Bujumbura province, where it was received by the economic advisor of Bujumbura province, Wivadal.
On the occasion of the commemoration of the 64th anniversary of the assassination of Prince Rwigwa Gasore, hero of Burundi's independence, this Monday, October 13, the governor of Bujumbura province, Alois Ndayikengurukiye, invites the inhabitants of this province to participate massively in the tribute ceremonies. He specifies that the ceremonies will begin with a mass in memory of the national hero, which will be celebrated at the Regional Mundi Cathedral from 9 a.m. The administration of the new Karamakota, located in the Nahangwa commune in Bujumbura province, distributed notebooks this Saturday for more than 400 students from vulnerable families in this district. This initiative aims to support these children in order to facilitate their access to education. Elsioro Kamkama, what's more?
410 students from Fundamental School of New Karamakota, Nahangwa commune, Bujumbura province, were donated school material. Each student has got 5 copybooks and 2 pens. The chief of that quota said that those school material were gathered by local administrators, friends, and the natives of that locality, so to help poor students. The Rubirizi sector chief has asked other chiefs of sectors to copy that good example. Even the students have expressed their gratitude. After that, they have shared a cup of beer, thinking that they have got a new quota according to the new organization of the province, communes, and sectors. Note that all those activities were preceded by community activities where they unblock a gutter.
And the Burundians are urged to be banned of anything that could divide them to avoid violence that could lead them to mass crimes. This was a call from Jean Dodier Mutabazi, President of the National Observatory for the Prevention and Eradication of Genocide, War Crimes and Crimes Against Humanity. It was during a seminar organized in Gitega province to raise awareness among the population about the fight against mass atrocities through early warning system. Evariste Nyonguru.
The Gitega seminar marked the official launch of a nationwide campaign to raise awareness among the Burundian population about the fight against mass atrocities. This initiative was introduced by the ONPGH, the National Observatory for the Prevention of Genocide, War Crimes and the Crimes Against Humanity, as part of the Joint Human Rights Program Burundi 2024-2027, supported by the United Nations. Presentations and discussions heard during the seminar highlighted that mass atrocities such as genocide, crimes against humanity, and ethnic cleansing do not emerge out of nowhere. According to the participants, they are often preceded by early warning signs, escalating tensions, hate speech, and ignored alerts. Yet, a silent but powerful tool exists to prevent them: early warning systems. Jean Dodier Mutabazi, president of ONPGH, referred to the atrocities committed in 1972 and 1993 in Burundi to raise awareness and deepen understanding of the mechanism that led to such tragedy. He said that in the past, Burundi experienced the 1972 genocide, rooted in exclusion and ethnic divisions. In 1993, following the victory of democracy hero Melchior Ndadaye, his assassination, along with all of his close collaborators, triggered 10 years of civil war. The establishment of the ONPGH was intended to prevent such events from ever happening again. Bamasiko Sichia, senior advisor at the Office of the Coordination of the UN agencies in Burundi, echoed this message. He called on authorities to take responsibility and urged all social actors to engage actively in the fight against mass atrocities through early warning mechanism and consistent vigilance. These seminars, which will be held throughout all provinces of the country, aim to reach all segments of the population, including minorities and vulnerable groups.
And the foreign cyclist visited the Gishola tourist site in Gitega province this Friday. Matthias Manirakisa, director of sports at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, said that sport contributes to promoting national culture on the international stage. Evariste Nyonguru for more details.
The foreign guests first received an introduction to the origin and the history of the royal drums of Burundi. They then visited the drum sanctuary where sacred drums are preserved, including Uchiteme and Moririmigwa, two symbolic drums that were historically played during major royal ceremonies, particularly the Umuganuro festival, which marks the beginning of the agricultural season and is held once a year. The guests also visited the royal compound, including the royal residence, and discovered the different areas that make up the king's palace. They were able to view the royal garments of the king and queen, along with traditional objects used to honor and serve the monarch, all of which reflect the historical and cultural wealth of the Burundian monarchy. They also visited the traditional house where Kiranga rituals are performed, and there they were informed about other royal customs and ceremonies that take place at the palace, highlighting the rich cultural heritage and ancient traditions of Burundian kingdom. Additionally, the guests learned how goods were delivered to the palace, particularly cereal flowers such as millet and wheat. Some even had the opportunity to demonstrate how such flour was used to better understand the daily life practices of the past. These demonstrations took place in the area known as Mukigo, or the royal courtyard, where food is prepared for the royal family. Afterwards, the guests attended a performance of royal drum dances presented by professional drummers of Burundi. Through their rhythms, songs, and dances, they showcase the richness of Burundian heritage. The performances were joyfully and awe-inspiring moments, allowing the guests to appreciate the significance of drums in Burundian traditions. The director of sports at the ministry responsible for youth and sports emphasized that sports contribute to the raising Burundi's profile internationally. He added that the foreign cyclists discovered Burundi's heritage and expressed a willingness to collaborate with Burundians to promote tourism. This visit was organized as a part of the preparations for the 5th International Women's Cycling Competition in Burundi. We are witnessing a growing closeness between these countries and Burundi, and we have a duty to showcase Burundian culture so they return home with an authentic image of Burundi. Furthermore, the teams from different countries described Burundi as a beautiful country with a pleasant climate, high mountains, and above all, a warm and welcoming population, an element that allows visitors to feel at ease during their travels within the country.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.